So, you're thinking about a career in IT, right? You've probably heard this term thrown around, CompTIA A+. Well, it's pretty much the industry standard, the key that gets your foot in the door. In this explainer, we're going to give you the full roadmap. We'll break down what it is, why it's so important, and give you a step-by-step plan on how you can earn it and really launch your career in tech.
First up, we're going to put you right in the shoes of an IT pro to see what the job's actually like. Then, we'll get into what the A+ is all about, we'll decode the 2 exams you need to pass, and talk about the trickiest questions you'll face. And to finish it all off, we'll lay out a complete study plan and give you a guide on exactly what you need to focus on.
Okay, let's just dive right in. Imagine this. You're on the front lines, an IT support tech, and you've just started your day.
And, boom, a ticket pops into your queue. A user's main application, the one they absolutely need, suddenly won't open. They're stressed, they've got a deadline, and you're the one they're counting on. So what do? What's your very first move?
Well, you don't just start clicking around or rebooting randomly. You follow a methodology. And this exact 6-step process, this is what the CompTIA A+ exam is built on. Your first move is always step 1. Identify the problem. And you do that by asking the single most important question, what changed? This structured approach is what separates a professional from a hobbyist, and it's really the heart of what the A+ teaches.
So that systematic way of solving problems, that's exactly what this certification is all about. Let's dig into why this specific credential has become the gold standard that employers everywhere are looking for. The key phrase here is vendor neutral. You see, a certification from, say, Apple or Cisco only focuses on their products. But A+ is different. It teaches you the universal rules of IT that apply to pretty much all systems. It's this flexibility that makes it the go-to standard for anyone starting a tech career.
And the payoff is real. We're talking about tangible benefits here. A recent CompTIA study found that certified pros don't just make 15 to 25% more money, they also get promoted about 40% faster in their first year. For A+ holders, that usually translates to an entry-level salary somewhere between $58,000 and $65,000. Not bad, right?
Once you pass the A+, it just swings open the doors to the most common entry-level tech jobs out there. We're talking help desk technician, IT support specialist, field engineer. When a hiring manager sees A+ on your resume, they know you've got the core skills to hit the ground running from day one.
All right, here's a super important thing to know. A+ isn't just one single exam. To actually get certified, you need to pass 2 of them, Core 1 and Core 2, and each one covers a totally different but equally critical side of IT support.
The easiest way to think about it is like this. Core 1 is the physical body of the computer. It's all the stuff you can actually touch, the hardware, the cables, phones, and basic networking gear. Core 2, on the other hand, is the logical brain. It's the software that tells the hardware what to do. So operating systems like Windows and macOS, security, and all the professional rules of the road. Now let's take a look at the breakdown for Core 1. See how it's weighted? More than half the entire exam, a whopping 53%, is just on hardware and network troubleshooting. This is where you learn how to figure out why a PC won't turn on or how to set up a Wi-Fi network. And then you have Core 2. This is all about the software and security side of things. Those are the 2 biggest chunks, each making up 28% of the test. So this is where you learn how to remove a virus or fix a Windows computer that won't boot up. But check this out. It also covers operational procedures. That's the super important stuff, like how to document your work and talk to users like a pro.
Okay, let's talk about the one part of the exam that trips up more people than anything else, the performance-based questions, or PBQs. This is where theory goes out the window and you have to actually do something.
This quote just nails it. A+ isn't about memorizing a bunch of facts. It's about using what you know to solve a real problem. For instance, it's not enough to know what a DHCP server is, the thing that gives devices their network addresses. You have to be able to actually fix a computer that can't get an address. And that's exactly what PBQs test. So a PBQ is basically a hands-on simulation. Instead of a multiple-choice question, the exam gives you a little virtual environment. It could be a command prompt, or a router settings page, or a phone's email setup, and it tells you to complete a task. It's all about doing, not just knowing.
So you want to know the best strategy to handle these? Listen up. The PBQs show up right at the beginning of the exam, and they are total time sinks. So here's the pro move. Flag them, skip them, and go knock out all the multiple choice questions first. This builds your confidence and saves you a ton of time. Then you can loop back and tackle the PBQs with all the time you have left.
Okay, so how in the world do you get ready for all this? You need a plan. Let's walk through a really practical roadmap that'll take you from square one all the way to A+ certified.
For someone who's new to IT, a 10 to 12-week plan is totally doable. But here's the key. Focus on one exam at a time. Seriously, spend about 5 weeks on Core 1, go past that exam, and then spend the next 5 weeks on Core 2. If you try to study for both at the same time, you're just going to get overwhelmed.
And here are some of the best resources out there to help you. Professor Messer has amazing video courses on YouTube, and they're completely free. Jason Dion and Mike Myers offer fantastic, in-depth paid courses. And for that crucial hands-on practice, you can use CompTIA's official labs or even build your own little lab at home using virtual machines. But most importantly, take as many practice exams as you can find. It's the best way to get ready for those PBQs.
All right, to wrap things up, let's make this super practical. Let's connect every single part of the exam directly to the real-world job you're going for. Think of this as your personal study guide.
Check this out for Core 1. When you're studying hardware and network troubleshooting, what you're really learning is how to solve the most common problems you'll ever see. My internet is down, or my computer won't start. When you study the hardware section, you're learning how to physically upgrade a computer's RAM. See? This table is your map connecting the exam to the job.
And it's the exact same idea for Core 2. You can see how the biggest domains, operating systems and security, are tied directly to fixing a crashed computer or cleaning up a virus. And that last one, operational procedures, that's all about those crucial soft skills, writing good notes on your tickets and talking clearly to the people you're trying to help.
You know, the path to a career in tech really does start with one single step. And the CompTIA A+ is that proven foundational first step. You've got the map, you know what to focus on, and you know why it all matters. So really, the only question left is, what are you going to learn first?